She was called America's first female serial killer, but the story of Aileen Wuornos is far more complex than just a sensational headline. Her life was a tragic spiral that began long before her crimes shocked the nation. Born into a deeply troubled family, Aileen's childhood was marked by abandonment and abuse. Her father was a convicted child molester who took his own life in prison, and her mother left her and her brother when they were just toddlers. Raised by her grandparents, she experienced severe neglect and was reportedly forced into transactional relationships from a very young age. By her early teens, Aileen was pregnant and sent to a home for unwed mothers. After giving her baby up for adoption, she was kicked out of her grandparents' home and left to fend for herself on the streets. This began a decades-long struggle with poverty, homelessness, and a series of petty crimes. She hitchhiked across the country, trying to survive day by day, but the trauma of her past followed her everywhere. Her life was a cycle of arrests for things like robbery, check fraud, and driving without a license. She desperately wanted a normal life, even getting married briefly, but her deep-seated issues and inability to escape her past made stability impossible. Then, between 1989 and 1990, everything escalated. Aileen killed 7 men along the highways of Florida. Her defense was that these men, who had picked her up while she was working as a sex worker, had either assaulted or attempted to assault her, and she had killed them in self-defense. The media, however, painted her as a man-hating monster. The prosecution argued it was robbery-motivated, and the self-defense claim was a lie. Her trial became a media circus, and she was ultimately convicted and sentenced to death. Aileen Wuornos' story is a harrowing look at how a lifetime of trauma can lead to devastating consequences. It forces us to ask difficult questions about the cycle of abuse, the failures of our social systems, and the line between victim and perpetrator. Thanks for watching.